because I am partially in the middle of an identity crisis and an existential crisis right now. I am not really feeling the best, but I was going through my art and sorting it out because I've kind of been clearing out my computer a little bit to kind of make me claustrophobic, because that's what happens when I let things pile up. So I was just kind of sorting through everything. And last night, for the first time in my 20 years of existence, I actually looked at my art and I went, I'm an artist. And I was like, yeah, I'm an artist. Something that I believe I've spoken about it before in my last video that I was kind of just like talking in. But I don't know how specific I've gotten into it, but I just hated calling myself an artist because I never really felt like I was one. Oh my god, also if I start crying, I'm sorry, I'm on my period, I'm really emotional right now, I am just losing my fucking mind. I had so many things go wrong yesterday that I've decided to give up for the week in trying to be super productive or funny or anything. I found 3 gray hairs yesterday. 3 gray hairs. Who the fuck am I? I'm stressing myself out way too much over stuff that's like, I don't even need to stress out over. Like literally my personal projects I've stressed myself out over. So I'm just gonna try and chill, which even though I'm here sitting here talking, making a video, this is at least not as intensely needed to be as stressful. I don't know. I'm gonna go through my old art, talk about it, everything, and just, I don't know. I used to get super embarrassed about all of my old art and everything because I just hate it, and I also hate my art in general anyways. But it's something, at least. Yeah. It's just it's kind of inspirational for me to look back at my old art and just see where I came from, you know, because it kind of changes, because I hated doing art for the longest time because I just got so up in my head about it that I forgot like why there were reasons that I was doing it in the first place, which I've tried to come back to and focus on a little bit, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, this is my art folder, very lovingly crafted with, that's all the art I save that I like. That's just kind of random memes and stuff I do that we don't really have to go into. I don't think we need to go into the etc. There's fan art, there's drawings of me, there's my OCs, there's my really old art, that's my thumbnails, that's just all the sci files that I use, stuff for social media, that's my current project, that's stuff for my OC pages, it's whips, and then this is something that's very different from what I draw, but it was a thing from a dream I had. And then there's this presented with no context that honestly I don't even remember. I've drawn so much just random fucking shit that I just don't remember, and you'll see it when we go back to like my fan art folder for JoJo specifically. There's just so much like random crap that's just like, why, what? I guess we can start with old art, because some of this isn't like super old, but it's a lot of like, this is where I kind of started. Like, that was when the lyric videos, I was making like a Ruby thing to a song, but I never got further than 2 panels. This is ancient. Started off drawing cats. Here we are. That was before I knew the stabilizer was a thing. And good old Homestuck. That's probably when I first started trying to draw art, because I know Homestuck really made me want to draw people. And then I think, no, this isn't the oldest thing. This is one of the oldest things I have saved. It was one of my first digital art pieces, at least in Sci. And look at that just crafted blending. It's so good. Yeah, these are two of my old OCs. She totally isn't a rip-off of Pyrrha. Oh yeah, that was when I was trying to make an RPG game out of friends' OCs and mine. So these were a couple of my friends' OCs and what they did. It's just my OC Alice. Oh my god, that's so old. These were my... Oh god. Almost threw up there. These are my furries. Yeah, that was that's... I was gonna point with my actual fingers, but I then realized that that's not translatable. But that's one of my first human OCs, Jay, and then that was my friend. It's OC, not just my friend. Wow, all this is really small. They're like janked. But yeah, that was Alice, Jay, Daisy, and Peyton. My first four gals. More Homestuck. That was, of course, we were getting into my RPG shit. Another old OC. There's some Avatar shit. That's me with Justin Bieber lyrics. You know, a good positioning is not. My bandana's better than yours. I think I didn't even read manga back then, but you know, read right to left. There's another what song was that? I want to say it's like a 30H3 song. Actually, is it actually pronounced 30H or is it 303? Oh my god. Oh my god, it's probably pronounced 303. Why am I stupid? Well, we're learning something. But yeah, and then there's Jay and Alice again. This is probably also not going to be the most entertaining video in the world. I am now realizing as I'm going through this, but who gives a fuck? It's making me feel better, and I've been sad all day, so I have therapy in like 3 hours. I need to do something to hold me over. So there's Homestuck, old cat stuff still. I had the most rainbow, colorful character I could ever have in my life because I was that extra. Oh, that was me crying over Attack on Titan. There's old Blake drawings. That's nobody. That was just random, I think. There's me and my 3 cat furries. There's no context for that. This is also one of the oldest things I have. Good old edgy cat drawing over the lines with an airbrush. Coloring everything with an airbrush. You know how it is. Good old warrior cats. That's when I was learning to do soft shading, and then I never do it anymore. Good old Homestuck OCs. Oh, that was fan art for a webcomic I read that. I wonder if it's still around. It was called Maggot Boy. Is it still around? Don't worry. Is it still around? When was it last updated? It was last updated on August 5th, 2018. It's still out there? Did they redo it? Or is this still old art? Oh no, that's still old art. When was it? Hold on. Okay, it updates like a chapter a year, it looks like. I should reread it. I really loved it. Like, I actually really loved it. So I think I still would. We'll find out. We'll find out. Anyways, this is just a random thing I drew one time when I was like, I want to change my style. Yeah, these are the original Babs. Oh, hey, that was when I went by Apocalypse Auxiliatrix online. There's a hair on my microphone. Oh, no, that's different? That's different from that, huh? Got that good old I'm a firing Malazer joke on there. Apparently a cat named Charcoal. Apparently a cat named Charm. This was something to do with my Digimon OC, I think. I think this was a Digimon I had designed, but it's not really even a Digimon. I remember I had it as the cover of my binder for like years, though. I printed it out. And then I was just like, we're just gonna put that on there and look super edgy, and everybody's gonna think we're cool. There's old Cinder art. I think I drew this map from my Warrior Cat RP group. Of course, I was Shadow Clan. Like, who else would I be? Clockwork, yo. I did indeed have a cat character named Clockwork. That was my character called. Oh, this is also really old, too. Oh, my gosh. Why is this called collab? I didn't collab with anybody. It's whatever. Oh, yeah, this is really old. Character still. There's a drawing of me and my cat character. This was when I was gonna make a webcomic called Across the Dimensions with my babs. I didn't do it. I have so many abandoned projects, and you will end up seeing them all probably. Scream for another abandoned project. That was when I wanted to be an animator. There's Daisy and Daisy's design. She eventually I kind of sucked her design's colors and threw it on Irie, one of my OCs that I will show later. It's just more Daisy. It's edgy. That's not even my art. That's just Homestuck. That's just a panel from Homestuck. And then there's a drawing of Dave from Homestuck. And then there's Aradia from Homestuck. Very edgy cat character called Death. This is actually going to take me forever to go through all of my art, TVH. This is fine. This is just a long video of just me talking. I just need a distraction, okay? This was a very lovingly crafted painting of something from Homestuck. You know, really living it. Like how this is called design, but literally everything's fucking blurred, so any markings that were on there, like, nope, you ain't gonna see it. It's for really old OCs. It's my baby girls. My baby girls. It's a neon green cat called DJ. That's another panel from Homestuck. Okay. It's a fawn girl that I drew one time, and then I was like, she's gonna be one of my characters, and then I never drew her again. Oh, look, it's My Little Pony. There's more Avatar stuff. That's one of my OCs. That's another one of my OC. Why does it say Elizabeth is basically me? How is she basically me? Whatever. They were dating, girlfriends. It's my Homestuck. No, I don't think she counts as a self-insert, but she was like my main Homestuck OC. It's more Homestuck. It's Eve again. Eve. Oh, there's the evolution of me from 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2013. I have gone missing from 2013 to 2019. Please help find me. Please help find me. I'm gone. There's Homestuck. I think I was watching Sword Art Online, and that's why I drew this. Look at those lovingly drawn heels. I still can't draw heels nowadays, not gonna lie. That's not Homestuck, that's Warrior Cats. Oh god, this was really old. I drew this on paper, and I didn't have a tablet at the time, so I drew it with my mouse. I lined it, shaded it, all that, and you can definitely tell that looks like a weird fucking dick. This was an old commission somebody got from me for some reason. Wow, what a time. Really going into the old art. All right, let's pop this baby open. Take a look. This isn't super old, actually. It's not, because there's just Jolene, there's Splatoon OCs. This was a girl for a dating sim I was gonna make. There's Tharja, Fire Emblem, Kakyoin, JoJo's, more Splatoon stuff, random doodle. I was doing an expression thing, and Maddie told me to draw her with that expression. Here's Fire Emblem girls in casual clothes. Tharja, Lucina, Lissa, and Sumia, I think. Those were me and Maddie's Terra OCs, drawn in kind of fashion. There's Kimiko and Reina from Hibiki Euphonium. There's a drawing of me saying I am dead because I guess my hand hurt. These were Gajinkas of my Omega Ruby team, I think, because Bastet was my Delcatty, Andromeda was my Swallow, and Mimi was my Muck. Then there's Soleil, one of my furries, and then that's Liera, who I still use to this day. What a fun time. More old Homestuck stuff. Homestuck. That was my old Ruby OC. There's no context for that. Homestuck. My other Ruby OCs. Yeah. Edgy. I'm just gonna click faster through this. I don't need to spend this much time on this. Lots of Homestuck. That was one of the first designs I did of myself. That would be in an RPG universe. For some reason, I thought that looked cool. Yeah. Lots of, this is probably the oldest art I have. That's a drawing of Rainstar, leader of Shadow Clan. And then this is probably the oldest digital art I have. Started with Cat Girls, still draw Cat Girls to this day. She's also very heavily based off of that one character from Final Fantasy 13 that I can't remember her name because I never really played it, and I have it and I should play it. More My Little Pony, My Little Pony, My Little Pony. Oh, there's a drawing of me as Diva. But this actually, well, I guess it's probably like 2 years old now, but it's not too old. Oh yeah, some of these are just gonna repeat. Yeah, I really liked Jay. I don't really use her anymore though. Oh, somebody had a character that was a dog that just had the monster emblem on it. The logo, not emblem. My Little Pony. All of this. Oh, that's a drawing of Little Sister from Bioshock. More Avatar stuff. This was my first boy OC that I never did anything with. Why are there just 2 of that? That was my old Pokemon Trainer OC, but that's pretty old. Some more MLP stuff. This was absolutely sorted on online because it's that one girl. Another Homestuck OC, cats, my girls, my Pokemon Trainer OC, and then she got redesigned at one point, and she had a really fucking cool team. Pokemon Trainers, yeah, we're really living in it. There I am. Where's the milk? I don't know. Apparently I drew myself in a Minecraft skin one time, but I don't even have any recollection of why I did that. That was for fan art, I think. Homestuck. This was fan art for Ava's Demon. I can remember this. I saw like the Wizard of Oz remake or whatever. No, not a remake. That one movie. The one movie that came out years ago. That was about the Wizard of Oz or whatever. That one. Yeah, I came home after that and it was late and I just sat at the computer and I fucking drew that. What a good time. Yeah. There's a drawing of me. My tablet. Still accurate. I'm still like that, except I don't use that tablet anymore. This is very peak, like, 2010. Yeah, Homestuck. That's actually not too bad. It's, who knows? Lots of Peyton, lots of, just random stuff. Another Ruby OC. That's another Homestuck thing. That was me and my friends drawn as the Portal Cores or whatever they're called. What a good time. Clearly the height of my Hot Topic culture. Avatar Pro Bending team I made for OCs. Yeah, there's kind of just like a lot. There's me, there's Homestuck, Ruby, an OC, me, all just, there's, Journey. Oh yeah, I fucking love Journey. I was trying to draw realism at one point, but I couldn't draw eyes, so everybody just didn't have eyes. There's old Ruby fan art, old Ruby fan art. There's me as Alice from Left 4 Dead. That was an old OC. That was Red versus Blue, I think. That was when I signed stuff too. I don't do that anymore. I should probably start doing it, but you know, we're really living. Yeah. So this is, yeah, old art. All right, hurry it up. I'm literally, this is gonna be like a 70-minute long video. Wait. Hold on. I saw something that's still applicable today. I drew this like what, like 5 years ago, I want to say, and I'm still like this. Okay. Well, I could go into fan art first. There's just a random drawing of Garfield I did. Nobody knows why I did it. I don't even know why I did it. Sometimes it just happens. And then this is my Splatoon OCs. I'll make it bigger. It's my Splatoon OCs. I don't really remember their names because it's written down somewhere. I think that's Chase, that's Cooper, that's Cece, and I don't remember my baby girl's name, but I know she was my favorite. I love her. Alright, so I have different categories here. It's just anime, gift art, Homestuck, video games, and Vocaloid. I can probably skip gift art. Can I? I don't know. It's just like a lot of stuff for friends and people of Twitter. And then there's all my... Well, it's not all of my Overwatch. Actually, did I draw any more than this? I don't think I've really drawn much Overwatch League fan art of people anyways. But this is all from last year. Lots of orange. This is also still one of my favorite things I've done because it just looks like paper craft. And I love it. But yeah, this is, I was pixeling a lot at one point. And I don't anymore. I want to though, because it was fun. And then there's a drawing of me and Mark that I did with my mouse where I gave Mark 6 fingers. What a good time. Yeah, it's basically it. And then I kind of just have mini folders for people. And then anime. See, I like meticulously organize everything by series, even though it's absolutely not necessary at all. Even if there's only like one thing like this, there's just one fan art for a comic to kill, but it's in here, which I think this also classified as a vent art for me. So it's good old Blackrock shooter, you know. I was really into that for a little bit apparently. As much as I love Blue Exorcist, I don't draw for it. This was a piece for a zine I was in one time. Old B&HA fan art, because I don't really draw any anymore either. It's really old Toga, Mount Lady. That was when Denki was my favorite at the time. He still is one of my favorites, but it changes. He's really old Tsuyu. There's Mina and Ochako. Debbie and Toga, really old Todoroki. There's Toga in what's his face, Shigaraki. I don't know if that's correct or not. It's been a while. This was really big, like trying to change my art style drawing of Momo. It didn't stick, as you can tell. Then there's Mina. Good old Digimon, where I fucking love Meikumon. So fluffy. I didn't really like Try that much, but Meikumon's cute. Then that's Joe and Gomamon, and then Mimi. Only one Dragon Maid art, which is a crime against nature. I should draw something again. Gotchaman crowds. That was the thing I was really into for a little bit too. This was also, I'm pretty sure, one of the last evidence things of me trying to digitally paint. Where it doesn't look terrible. I don't know why I stopped, but I stopped, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask how to do it again. I drew Sakura one time with the worst background ever. Then there's only a handful of Haikyuu fan art because I can't draw boys. I think I was going through a Noia phase at the time. What a good time. And there's Kumiko. I love her. Kin. There's a handful of Hunter x Hunter art because I think this is what made me want to draw boys, as evidenced by the amount of Killua that's in here. Because there's my boy. That's probably the most recent thing I've drawn, and I think that was God, was that last year or 2 years ago? It might have been 2 years ago. And then there's just Ahsoka twice for some reason. There's the boys, the boy, Komugi, the Neferpitu, who I love a lot. I don't know why I actually drew this because I fucking hate him. I hate him more than any character ever, but I drew him for some reason. And then there's Cheetle. I love Cheetle. And then there's this whole thing going on. Yeah, this is one of the things that's just like, it's here and I'm gonna keep it forever because there's no reason to, but it's just titled That Feel When You Can't Draw a Character You Want to Draw, which is still applicable, you know. And there's Tiny Killua, another Killua, and then Machi? I don't remember her name even though she's my wife. Right, and then whatever. I'm gonna get it wrong anyways. I'm pretty sure I got it wrong, so don't worry about it. Don't worry. There's JoJo stuff. I was pixeling kind of back then too. Like, is it really pixeling? It's using the binary brush, but like I still don't feel like it's actually pixeling. I want to get better at it. I want to learn. So there's Diego. For some fucking reason, I've never read Steel Ball Run, yet evidenced by the amount of art I've done, it would seem like I have. Then there's a really old Giorno. There's just fucking this. No context whatsoever. Just here. There's Rohan. There's this, which was a draw over of a comic by the one person that I can't remember their name, but I'm pretty sure I traced it. So this hasn't gone anywhere on the internet. This is also just completely out of context. Weather report. You know. Weather report. Then there's Johnny and Gyro. Do people pronounce it Gyro? I don't know. I have a fucking I think I have a fucking keychain. Do I have a keychain of him? Who do I have? I think I do. Hold on. That's evidence for me. I need to check. Is it up here? Or, no, is he on my keys? Where are my keys? Oh, I threw them up here. Yeah, I have a keychain of him. I've never fucking read Steel Ball Run, but I have a keychain. Oh, hold on. I'll take a picture of it. And then I'll put it in. I can just show you my keys. There's just Jotaro, Inuyasha, and then Gyro. I'm gonna throw that picture up now. Wait, no. Inuyasha has to be looking. That's just on my keys. That I would also like to note is on a Hatsune Miku lanyard. So, you know, we're really living that life. And there's Jolene. Joseph in a style that I've never been able to emulate again. It was just a one-time thing, but I actually really like it because it doesn't look like I drew it. There's Lucy from Steel Ball Run. Never read Steel Ball Run. And then there's this, which was the original version, but it just felt like there was a lot going on there. There's more Jolene, there's Joseph and Caesar, there's Cecily, there's Giorno and Bruno in pastel clothes, and then there's Trish. Part 5 and Part 3 are my favorites, which is kind of weird because I'm not really watching Part 5 right now. That's airing. I will eventually. I'll catch up. There's a plane. There's Shimakaze. I only drew her because I cosplay her. I don't know shit about King Cole. These are my really old Kill la Kill art where I was really edgy. A weird thing with me though is that you wouldn't guess it from looking at me, but my favorite thing to draw is just blood. I used to want to be a gore artist. Like that's the life I've wanted. Like I want to be a horror and gore artist, but my shit's just so cutesy and pastel because I'm not really sure how to go about it. So I feel like if I just completely switched doing that, it'd just be really weird, but I still occasionally draw some weird shit that I just don't post anywhere. There's Akko from Little Witch Academia. This is the last thing I drew on my old tablet, I think, before it broke. There's my husband from Log Horizon. Cien. You can tell that he's my husband because he has ears and a tail, and that's my type. It's really old Love Live art. There's a Maki that I drew like fucking 5 years ago. Maybe 5 years ago actually. It was to impress a boy because he was watching me. It didn't work. And also I'm a lesbian, so there's Honoka from, oh my god, I almost said last year. What year did I make my Twitter in? 2016? This was like one of the first things I posted to Twitter. 2016, yeah. Would have been in 2016. And then there's Yohane for a palette thing I did one time. Space Patrol Luluko! There she is. I actually really love Space Patrol Luluko. The ending is my... Oh my god, the ending is my jam. It's Madoka Magica. Really old art. This is one of the first animes I watched, and I still love it. I've thought about rewatching it, but I didn't. It's Mirai Nikki, which is only drawings of Yuno. I drew this during a hurricane when I was staying with my family on the other side of the state, and it's all I think about when I look at this, and also the fact that I was having the worst mental breakdown over there because I was just super fucking paranoid, and I drew this to calm myself down apparently because like I said, I love drawing blood for some fucking reason. Sometimes it just be like that. Welcome to my twisted mind. But yeah, that was for a palette thing that I did, and then that just never got finished. I did a screen cap redraw for Mob Psycho one time, and then I feel like this is probably the last episode I watched. TBH. It's old Naruto stuff. Naruto drawn like he's gonna shit for some reason. And there's Hinata. This is just for Evangelion, and that was vent art because I relate to Asuka maybe a little bit too much. There's No Game, No Life. Really living that life. Noragami, which was just, I think this was, it might have been an art trade for a friend. It was either an art trade or a gift art of my friend and their cat. Or, not my friend and their cat, but their cat and Yato because I loved Yato. This is Genos from One Punch Man. Cyborg BFF, obviously an anime boy that I would like. There's Osumatsu stuff. Totoko, which that was when I was really fucking drawing hands like baseball mitts. Don't really know why. Here's a Warrior no Seraph, and this is probably still the most interesting thing to look at that I've drawn. Like the most kind of just active. And it feels kind of weird to say that because this is like 5 years old. I keep doing checks, so I don't know if I'm just gonna fucking upload this whole fucking video as a chunk or edit this out, but when did I draw this? It's titled In the Final Hour. Yeah, 2016, so like 4 years ago. No, 3 years ago. I can't math. I keep thinking it's 2020. It's not 2020. Who the fuck am I? Yeah, and then there's Oyasumi Pun Pun. I actually really like pun, but it's very mentally taxing to read. But this is also one of the, like, I really liked doing stuff with the binary tool and, like, the messy pixels and lines and stuff. It was just really nice, and I want to try doing that again, but I feel like it's kind of only applicable for creatures like this. There's old Parasite stuff presented without context. Old Ruby stuff. Blake, Cinder, Coco, Weiss, Neon, Blake, and Pyrrha, Sienna, Pyrrha. I think you can kind of tell who my favorite characters are. Attack on Titan stuff. That was companion pieces to each other. Annie's still one of my favorites. I don't really keep up with Attack on Titan anymore, though. Steven Universe. When I was into Steven Universe for like a month. Some Tokyo Ghoul stuff. This one just lovingly titled I Love You, because that's the fucking person I am for some reason. I have like the biggest crush on Kogetsune Maru, but I don't know shit about Token Ranbu, but I drew him one time. It's very pretty. There's Umaru that I drew for a friend because she really liked the show. Really living. There's Lum. Really living that too. The only thing for Voltron I have ever drawn is Lance dabbing, and I think that was enough for me. Frankly, I don't remember anything about Yaopeta except that I was really obsessed with it for a little bit. And frankly, I drew this, but I don't fucking remember who these two are. Like, genuinely, I was trying to remember, and I can't. I can't remember. Then here's just Homestuck art that we're living. I don't know why some of the thumbnails are like that, but we're living. And video games, slightly less of a selection here. But there's Animal Crossing. I fucking hate the colors I used for that. There's stuff for ARMS. There's Child of Light, which was also one of the things that I remember spending a lot of time on, and it's titled after one of my favorite songs that I was listening to. Only Chrono Trigger fan art I've done, and, well, it's not the only one. I've drawn Marl, like, I feel like 7 times because I love her, but, you know, really living. There's Darkstalkers fan art, which is Felicia, Lilith, which is probably my favorite thing I've drawn right now because I actually genuinely love the way I did those eyes, and I don't, frankly, I should try and figure out how I did that again. And there's an old Morrigan, my number one wife. There's old cursed DMMD art. It's Final Fantasy 15 art. It's my Fire Emblem art, my loving selection of an Azura I drew last year, 2 years ago. I don't know. A Camilla I drew like 2 years ago probably. Cordelia, Charlotte. This one's special because I drew this after like the reveal trailer or whatever when they were showing the characters, and I immediately fell in love with Charlotte. And now I'm gonna marry her soon. There's another Charlotte. I think the Charlotte and Kagero here I drew last year because I was thinking about Fire Emblem Fates again, but I wasn't actually going to play. There's a Lucina from several years back. It bothers the shit out of me because I put all the gold detailing on that, but I didn't down here. And it just kills me. There's Pan. I fucking love her. There's Shersh. And then Selena, Severa, whatever you want. Here's a drawing of Selkie I did recently, and I think I've hit my peak. I don't think I can get any better than this right now. I've tried to emulate this again, and I have not been able to, so this was a fluke in the system. But much appreciated, because it's, like, my favorite thing I've drawn ever, and I love it. I love my wife. I love my wife-daughter. These were... because I was going to make Fire Emblem charms at one point, just because I really wanted to. But like these three were good, and then they kind of just started deteriorating in face shape and everything. Then I just cropped it to this, but my wives, and then just Nowie because she was fun to draw. I fucking love Cher. She's so good and pretty and has a dragon. There's Morgan as a Tugwell. Olivia as a sword master because that's my favorite class. And then Olivia is my favorite girl. Olivia. And then there's Tharja. Hamtaro, the only thing I've drawn for Hamtaro, which is still kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Hatful Boyfriend. The only time I've really tried drawing boys. And I really stuck with drawing boys for a while. Like, it was kind of insane. It's my favorite boy. And then there's this, which I still think is the art that... Oops, shit. Which I still think is the art that I spent the most time on because it was also a fucking massive canvas and it also crashed in the middle of it. So it certainly was something. We're really living. I loved the little absolute zero RPG aspect of Hatful Boyfriend, and probably at this point y'all know I'm a slut for RPG shit. Well, maybe not at this point yet because I haven't shown you my OCs. But you will know that I'm a slut for RPG stuff. More fan art of Best Boy. Again, tackling the concept of blood, which is maybe why I thought he was Best Boy. Yuya and Sakuya, well, they're also my other best boys. They're my husbands. Then, yeah, oh, look, more blood and bones. There's Yuya, but as a bird. Snageki. This is a lot to process, but it's mostly Hatful Boyfriend. Oh, shit. There's, like, OC, Nora from Ruby, OC, Sakura from K&K. There's me with a drawing that says birds are taking over my life, which is not wrong. And then there's an OC, but all the rest of this is just Hatful Boyfriend. Fuck these birds. Yeah. Lots of... Oh, look, it's blood again. Lots of... Hatful Boyfriend was a little bit hit too close to home. Yeah, Ryuta, just a small town bird living in a lonely world. I actually want a shirt that says that, TBH. It's more Ryuta and then Yuya. League of Legends, only thing I've drawn was Jinx for my brother's birthday. Some Legend of Zelda stuff. That was when I played Hyrule Warriors obsessively for like a weekend. And it's still kind of the only Zelda game I've played. I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild like that, which I'd also like to note that these colors were because my display on my old tablet was fucked up, and I tried to, it was just bright red, so I tried to guesstimate what the colors were, and this is what I ended up with, and I didn't hate it, so I just kept it like that. And then I think this is still one of my favorite things I've drawn, just because it feels nice. Looking at it, I feel nice, even though there's a lot of like issues like with the face and, well, just with the face and the eyebrows, but everything else about it is really nice and I like it. Here's the best drawings I've ever created. Just Yoshi 1 and Yoshi 2. Fucking love Yoshi! There's the princesses. Tennis girls. Is that just a marking on... Yeah, that was just a marking. I just have a marking on my monitor right there. There's Rosalina again. Metroid, only Samus. Night in the Woods, only this. Night in the Woods is a great game though. Overwatch, we have quite a selection here. This is fan art for Animatic. And there's just the 2 Brigitte drawings I drew. These are pretty old, but I just wanted to draw the ladies in some fashion. There's Hangzhou Spark Zenyatta as a cat, because brains, you know, that's how they work. They want cat girl Zen. I drew Mercy with cat ears because, as indicated, I love drawing cat ears on stuff, and I just really needed Mercy and cat ears. I just really needed it. This is the first side profile I ever drew for art. And also I'd like to point out that this hand is still great. Like, look at those motherfucking nails. Foot size is very different. And who knows what the fuck else is going on in there. But this was one of the first, side view things I drew. So, props to me for going out of my comfort zone. There's a chibi of Cultus Zenyatta. There's Deathwing Diva. There's Tiny Diva Chibis. There's Diva and Lucio. Diva, Mercy. Genji, but with guns. Gunji. Another out of context thing I've drawn. This is Sombra after the reveal trailer came out that day. Yeah. Oh, this was a drawing of, it was draw your main, but use the colors of your top 5 heroes. And this was from Xbox, and I was using Valkyrie, Mercy. I don't actually remember what the skins are called, if it is Valkyrie or not. But it was Mercy, Diva, Widowmaker, Ana, and Hanzo. So, really living. There's some Symmetra. Devil Mercy, there's Ana and Reinhardt, there's Mercy, there's another Sim, one of the first Symmetras I drew. I really liked drawing Symmetra. There's Demon. This looks awful though, and it bothers the shit out of me. Sombra, first kind of sketch thing I ever posted on the internet, which was getting out of comfort zones to really living. Spark Diva, Mercy again. Another thing presented without context. Genji, Hanzo, and McCree as Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. What a time. There's Diva. The first Overwatch fan art I drew before I even played Overwatch, actually. This was like, I feel like when it was announced, even. I don't even know. There's Imp Mercy drawn in my sketchbook. It's Vaporwave Diva, and then Widowmaker. Really living. Persona, which is just Anne, but 2 different versions. I think I ended up posting that one, but this was originally what it looked like. Some Pokemon stuff. There's me and my Mighty Anna. That was a sketch that I was gonna draw to celebrate Ultra Sun and Moon. Never finished it. These were some lineless Pokemon chibis I drew one time. Eevee and Glaceon. This was for Mark's birthday, I think. There's Rockruff. I think this is a animated pixel doll that just kind of bounces up and down like it's sleeping. I don't think I can open it and make it work. Actually, I think it's on DeviantArt. Hold on, let me find it. If not, I'll just cut this out. We're really going for a while. When would I have made that? Was that 2016? No, I think that would have been 2017. What? No, it would have been 2017, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. See, she just bounces slightly. That's my Pokesona. It's just an Eevee with glasses. There's my trainer with the Rockruff. This is me and Maddie as gym leaders. We're flying type, normal type, living that life. Porygon 2, one of my favorite Pokemon. Me and Poochyena. Watercolor Eevee, another Eevee. There's my Pokesona. There's Zorua. My Pokesona, but like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon version. We have a letter kind of thing going on. That was my gym leader Sona, but it didn't really make sense. It was just blue dogs. That was me and my first shiny I got in not Ultra Sun. In Sun, it took me so many fucking encounters because I accidentally broke the chain like 7 times. And this is yet again one of the most awkward positions I've ever drawn, but he need those beans. Presented without context again. I've drawn a lot of like weird shit sometimes, but I feel like this is one of the greats. Just one of my finest creations. There's my Pokemon Trainer OC again, and her shiny Poochyena. Oh, that's me and my Kecleon. Meleoron, named after the Hunter x Hunter character. This was one of my Pokemon Trainer OCs, one of the younger sisters for Maylene, actually. And yeah, oh, I'm thirsty. I've been talking so much. Good God. There's Mew. There's Primarina. Primarina girl. Yeah. There's me and my Mightyena. There's Poochyena and Buizel. That's my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon team of me and Mark. Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. For some reason, I think I wanted to draw the entire Pokedex, and this was as far as I got because Venusaur was way too intimidating. I drew this for Halloween this last year. Yeah, Purloin, Poochyena, and Eevee. Was it for... I guess it was for Halloween. It was like kind of fall-esque. I don't remember when I posted it. There's me and my Poochyena. My baby boy Leorio. Oh, these were my trainers. That's my Ultra Sun trainer, who's kind of... She was originally me, but now she's an OC and she's changed a little bit, and that's Hanzo, my Lycanroc. And then this was my Pokemon trainer boy. This is my Ultra Sun trainer. His name's Yamato, and that was Althea. She's now a Lycanroc Dusk form, the orange one. Not dusk, the evening, whatever it is. The orange one. Wait, no, maybe that's not Althea. Fuck. Is it Althea or not? I don't think so. Because I have one named Cappuccino, I'm pretty sure, but I think that was Althea. I think Althea was Yamato's. This is my Pokemon Trainer Mew. I made this when I was 16, I guess. And there's Leorio, my baby. And then Hades, Jotun, Kanto, Demeter, Latte. I have all of them still. This Pokemon Squad is me and Leorio again. Did I use that? Yeah, I drew this first of me and my friend and her little sister and our favorite Pokemon. And then I just cropped it. It's my Pokemon Trainer OC Maylene before she looked much more normal. There's the Eevee Pokesona again. There's Ditto and Wooper. It's such a fucking baller Ditto, might I say, which it took me forever. For a Pokemon that is just a gelatinous blob, it was really hard to draw. Porygon, just cropped from... Oh, I guess that drawing's in a different folder. There's Quillfish again. There's me and one of my friends. And that when Pokemon Sun and Moon first came out, I drew us in our Pokemon. Oh my god! This is Pokemon Meme from when I was 18! Why is it smaller? It's a lot smaller. It's Hanzo, Set, Belle, Caesar, Leorio all grown up, and Adranus. Oh my god. Oh yeah, these are the frames, I think. Yeah, I could just do this. Those were the frames. There's me and Mark's Pokemon trainers. There's me and my babies, Leorio, Hades, and Persephone. I can't draw bird Pokemon. I totally would if I could. There's me and Leorio again. I fucking love Leorio, my Mightyena. He's the best. And then my other Pokemon, Irie, Special Boy, Hanzo, and Cadence. And then there's just Flareon and Shiny Flareon for no purpose. Really, no purpose. It's Red vs. Blue fan art. It's really old. I don't watch RVB anymore. Some Slime Rancher stuff. Lots of Splatoon stuff. We'll just graze through this because it's like OCs, fan art, everything. There's just a lot, and I feel like I've already been here for like 40 minutes, TBH. I don't know how long this is gonna be. But it's just, sometime, wait, which row? Did I go through this row yet? I don't know. I think, did I skip? I don't remember. I'm just, click. That was, oh, I made me and Chloe matching Splatoon icons for DeviantArt one time. So yeah, these are just kind of presented without context. I could talk about my Splatoon kids forever, also presented without context. But, you know, gotta kind of keep moving. There's the only art of Spyro I've ever drawn, and he's doing the cat no banana face. Wadnahara, which was probably my favorite thing to do fan art for ever. I kind of want to replay the game again. It's an RPG Maker game made by Mogako. And also this is from the Grey Garden by Mogako. I just threw it in here because it's the only fan art I've done for that. But my old Wadnahara art is some of my favorite art I've ever done. Also, might I add, it's the blood again, and this was probably one of the most fun things I've ever drawn, not gonna lie. It's Momoka, it's Wadnahara. Clearly I have something with the evil route, because it's red and dark, and, we're really living my freedom and my dreams out here. Oh, I love Sam Kichi. He's so good. There's these, which originally had that character in there, but compared to the others, it just looked awkward. So I'd like to point out that I colored that one blue, but I didn't color that one blue, and it bothers me because it's supposed to be like that. But like, this is kind of like peak my old style that I really enjoyed because it looked really cute. Just the way it looked with the characters. I feel like it fit Wadnahara kind of well. So I really enjoyed that. Oh, and there's my Vocaloid folder, which is not much. There's CU, my first drawing of her. This was for like a draw your favorite character in like 30 seconds or something. And I think I was listening to Sand Planet a lot. So there's just Sand Planet Miku. This lovingly titled Miku Can Punch Me. It was the last drawing I did for some year. I want to say 2016. Yeah, it was my last drawing of 2016. That's the first Miku I drew, I think. There's See You again, years later. Senbon Zakura Miku, which is my favorite Vocaloid song. One of them. Buranai Day. Or Buranai AI Day. I don't actually know how to say it is my favorite song, but Shake It is also a good song too. I've really wanted to draw Miku really badly recently, but I just haven't. This was also old. I just love Miku. Miku good. Here's me. I want to click this because it's just called Me Bitch, but it's going to pop up, so. Oh, that's just. Okay, that's just me for my self-insert for a fanfic I'm writing. Don't look at me. Here's my old ID I made last year of my RPG character that has somehow spawned a video game for me now, or a video game in the works. That is a project that I'm taking on that I don't know if it'll ever be finished, but I'm happy just kind of working on it. It's icons of me. This is me drawn with my left hand because I injured my right hand. I couldn't hold a pen in it. This is just, I think I just took Katara and I was like, it's me. This was my Log Horizon self-insert. I'm a slut for RPG stuff. And this was my JoJo self-insert. I don't know what part I would fit in, but that was my stand, White Noise. And then that's apparently my Hunter x Hunter self-insert. Oh, yeah, and then there's me with Eren Yeager in a modern day AU. My Blue Exorcist art, which is me and Shima, and then an unfinished self-insert sheet that I'm not going to show because I get very self-conscious. This is my B&H AOC. I had like a air pressure manipulating quirk. Digimon, that's me and Gazimon, etc. That's my Witch Sona, flaming tarot cards, living that life. And then there's my Animal Crossing mayor, and then my favorite villager, Kabuki. Kabuki, come home, please. You moved out, and I miss you. Final Fantasy 15 art. It's my self-insert and a lot of stuff. You'll see one of my OCs look kind of similar to her because she was inspired by her. Also, this is one of my favorite things for some reason. I don't know. Very edgy. And I put pants on her, which is in contrast to the shorts I usually draw her in. The joggers. So yeah, we're living. Clearly, I went out of my comfort zone a lot with this, but also I was allowed to draw blood. And this was probably one of my favorite drawings, which is really weird because it's just a sketch, but it looks so nice compared to what I draw usually. It's my Fire Emblem self-insert, which I eventually designed myself to be a Manakee because I wanted to transform into a dragon. This was after my first playthrough of Fire Emblem, and it's just drawing of me holding Crom for reasons. There's a little pixel of my Fire Emblem self-insert. This is probably one of my favorite pixels I've done because it just looks really nice to me. And then there's more. That was first design sketches. Homestuck, it's just me and Kate drawn in Homestuck because I was really into Homestuck briefly. Then there's all sorts of just original stuff. This is me and an ex-boyfriend drawn as a cat and a dog, and I really like it still because it's really cute. Vent art. Clearly I love drawing monstrous blobs with eyes. It's just me. I used to draw myself with bird wings all the time. That was the first time my hair was red. Yeah, I actually did. I'm so sad I don't own it anymore, but I actually did own a t-shirt that was made by somebody. I don't remember who. Honestly, I think they might have been called Weeb Trash. And hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was this shirt. I own this shirt. And I wore it all the fucking time. I only date 2D boys. Which is still applicable. TBH. Then there's an ID that I was going to redo this year when I turned 20, but I didn't. I'm working on an ID, but I don't know if I'll ever post it. That was when I first started listening to Future Funk. There's just me. This is still applicable every day of my life. Self-portrait. I traced over a Haikyuu panel and drew it to be me. Pixel of me again. That was when I was trying to get myself to draw myself with cat ears and diva markings. Clearly didn't stick. I actually do drink out of a world's best dad mug because I am the world's best dad. This was a drawing of me playing Splatoon and what it was like. Sketch me and Killua, my best bud, me and a friend. This presented without context. Me, me trying to connect that my OCs exist in the same universe altogether, which doesn't work. It's me. There's me. I don't know why that took me a second. This was my old banner for YouTube when I used to go by Pink Vanilla and only played through BioShock, and that was it. There's me. That was my Game Grumps icon. Me. Really old art of me. One of the most accurate things I've drawn to this day. It's me. This was heavily referenced off of a Sailor Moon panel, and I drew it like the other month and just didn't put it anywhere. But I don't hate it. It's kind of weird. There's something off about it, and I think it's just the eye. I don't know why this is in here. It's me and Maddie when we were playing Star-Crossed Myth, the dating sim game. There's just me. Me as a Splatoon squid. That's probably the most recent drawing in here. No, just kidding. It's... No? No, okay, it's older because there's no sparkle in the eye. But that was a warm-up drawing I did one time. It's me. Another accurate representation. There's me when I first played Mystic Messenger. And then that... My staple was drawing myself on a black t-shirt that said me. This was my old Xbox icon. Just me as McCree. There's me as Ash. There's me as Diva. There's me and Maddie as our mains. This... I don't remember. It's me as Zarya. It's me in Jersey. That I still think this is probably my current day Xbox icon because I love McCree. This is me, Zarya. This is me as my mains, Hanzo, Zarya, and Diva. And my favorite skins. I just really like base Zarya. This was an Overwatch ID I made one time where I just was playing these characters on PC, I guess. Soldier, Main, McCree. I did go through a phase where I only played DPS. And now I feel like I only play support again, and as referenced as I still only play these 3 characters on console pretty much. I'm a support main. Will always be. There's that, and then that was my old Twitch offline screen. There's just me and a lot of expression variations we got going on here. It's me and all that, yeah. Pokemon stuff, me and Dratini. This was me when I first played Ruby for the first time, and that was me when I first played Omega Ruby for the first time. A big change up, but I still love my babies. It's me and Swablu. I drew this on Maddie's tablet, I think, which is in a screen tablet. So it was weird to kind of get used to that again. So it looked a lot different from my other art, but yeah, there's me and Puchiana again. There's me and my babies. That's my pre-Jolteon Eevee named Prompto, and I gave him little freckles and Prompto hair. So good. This is my Arcana self-insert that I've done nothing with. This is my Tokyo Ghoul self-insert that I literally have almost an entire sketchbook full of drawings of it. There's my World Trigger self-insert. I had pink hair at the time. Yeah. So that's that. Now we are getting into the bulk of it. The OCs, where it really fucking matters. We don't have to worry about my furry folder. I can open it, but there's not really much going on in there because I don't do art like that anymore. This was just the little icons I made of my OCs at the time. This was a meme. I edited over with my OCs. Casper, tag what you're majoring in / intend on majoring in. Casper, respecting women. Arya, Batman. Eiley, Minecraft. Seraph and the tag guys. Rosie, W. Amaya, criminal justice and psychology. Tama, I'm terrified that I'll lock myself into an interest that I'll no longer be passionate about in a few years, like all the other areas of study I've pursued over my life. Which is relatable. Milk, Minecraft. Irie, Minecraft as well. And then this was an old, like, chart of relationships of stuff that I had, and yeah. It's not applicable anymore because, like, all of them are almost dead. And this was my old Andra and Cassie, which I'll talk about in a couple of seconds since I hit there. But this is one of my most recent OCs, 03. Nobody's probably ever gonna learn anything about her because I do know stuff and I have stuff decided, but I just don't want to talk about her yet. Then there's Adhira, my wandering magician OC. And there's Cassandra. She was based off of my Final Fantasy 15 self-insert. But she has her own story and project that I've been kind of under the wraps working on. I do end up abandoning a lot of projects, so nothing will probably ever come of it, but it's fun to work on at least. Except I'm spreading myself thin between like 3 different projects right now, but you know, sometimes it happens. This is fun. I made a base I can open it up and show that I'm just going to do designs on from now on, so everybody is just going to be designed on that. It makes it a lot easier on me. I feel this is just my etc. folder. It's not really full of, these were all of my old OCs. It's not really full of anything. That was an old D&D character I had. It's just a lot of random stuff. Oh, that's my OC lineup, but drawn in Fire Emblem classes, which is, I never finished it because it was a big ass fucking file. This was another relationship chart, probably the most recent one I would have made, except it still has Jane, Alice, and Peyton and Daisy on it, but I don't use them. Arya's just on there too, but like different Arya. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Old OC high chart, all of these things. It's just a lot of random stuff in here that, this was an old abandoned project. Yeah, I abandoned a lot of projects, like I said. There's just a lot of random stuff, but there's Ki, who's in here, my Kitsune demon, but also an exorcist. Nothing much came of her. Cosmic, my space idol. Lily, my succubus girl. Yeah, they're like, I still use them. They just don't really have a purpose in anything I do. Then here's my fantasy, which is where the bulk of my OCs that I don't actively draw them right now, but this was the first project that's kind of on hold right now. There's Ailey and Tama in a presented without context thing again. Then this is a character who kind of spawned from Alicia, but I don't really know what's to come of them because Alicia looks like that, and then I kind of yoinked her, turned her into this, but I like the design, but I'm not really sure what to do with her. And then there's Ailey, who she originally was a cleric. There's Ailey and her sister Alicia, which originally this was actually like dual forms. Ailey became that. Ailey married a king in the underworld, and then she became queen of the underworld. Not a thing anymore. This is really old. There's a Maya Tama in pre-Ailey. She used to be called Choco and looked like that. And then there's Kami, who I don't use anymore because she's just kind of a mess and doesn't really serve a purpose. Then there's Ailey's current design, and then that was when I was designing her. I went from making her a cleric and kind of being, she's still kind of comedic relief, but I want her to actually be cooler. I don't know. So I wanted to make her into like a knight, and that was one of the design iterations before I got to here, which I don't hate this design at all. It's alright, but I just really like the whole like prince sleeves and everything. Then there's Irie, who, as I showed earlier, I think Daisy, I just yoinked her colors and put it on Irie, but this is her original design. She used to be a axe fighter. Now she just fights with her fucking fists and feet. She's a brawler. So she went from that, she went to that, and then just updated more recent art of her. And then this is really old, but Irie and Selena. I am hurting my throat again. Jesus fucking Christ. I've just been solidly talking for like 40 minutes at this point, probably. Then there's Altura. She's kind of on the back burner right now because she doesn't really have a purpose in the story yet because I haven't designed the kingdom she's the royal advisor for. And also I can't decide on colors because I went back to this, but this is very like Robin Fire Emblem-y, so it kind of like it's kind of just like meh. Like, it's too close that I feel like it's referencing it too much. So I wanted to do, like, I did alternate color schemes for her, and then I ended up going with that. But then I reverted back to the Robin-y colors, but now I'm really leaning towards this one. But also I really like that one. I don't know. These are all good colors. Like, I've never been in love with 3 of my color variations before, but I just love all of them. And then I love the original too. Like, what the fuck? Here's Amaya, who has gone through a major change, because she used to look like this, water mage, everything. Then she kind of, like, got upgraded to, why do I have just 2? This one's smaller, so let's delete that one. Yeah, she used to look like that, and then she got upgraded to this, and then she got upgraded to this, and then now I've changed her background, so I need to make more updated art of her correct skin tone, because I changed her nationality. So she's, like, a lot different now. So I can't really use any of her old art as reference, because she kind of just became a new character, but same, like, where she fit in, you know? So that's her and Kami when they got lost. I also was drawing this to impress a boy one time. Didn't work. Then there's Amrita. She's really cute, and she has 2 sisters that I haven't designed yet. I think their names are Freya and Uni. I think. I know one of them is Freya, and I think the other one's Uni. I haven't designed them yet. This was her original color scheme, but she works in the Citadel for the story, which is where Casper also works, and you can really tell that I was influenced by Final Fantasy 15 when I was making this because of all just the fucking black and gray. So I figured the Citadel employees would all dress in black and gray, so I changed her outfit, but I still just really like the white and orange because it fits her. So I don't know, I'm sitting on that still. Then yeah, there's Casper, who's assigned to track Amaya and watch over and possibly murder her. So, really living. Then there's Selena, who is part of the story, but I've yoinked her and she's turning into a different character named Nymera now. To kind of change it, she went from being a dancer to now being a cleric for purposes relevant to the story. And then there's Alicia. Farah, who's also part of the story. I don't know where all of this fits in, but I have her tied into Irie. I feel like I have 2 different stories going on because it's like there's Ailey, Amaya, and there's Tama, and like Casper and Amrita, that universe. But then there's Irie, Selena, Ivy, Vala, and then like Farah, Kiara, and Seraph. So like I'm working on like 2 different things and they're kind of colliding right now. But there's Fortuna, who used to be named Libera, but I swapped it to Fortuna. I just like saying Fortuna. So I don't know what name I'm going with her, but she's like a demon deity of fire, and she crosses paths with Tama and everything. I also accidentally drew her with people ears and cat ears, so that looks really weird. Then there's Ivy. This is what Ivy used to look like, and then she upgraded to this, and just like that was her main outfit. But now she's upgraded to this, which was actually more recently done. And then there's Vala and Ivy, because Ivy has a big crush on Vala. There's Kiara, who I need to do more art for, because all I have is this. But I love her. So I don't know why I haven't drawn her. It's just the fucking armor. I feel like I look at some of my OCs sometimes and I'm just like, I don't want to draw that. That's pretty much what it is with Amaya and why I haven't designed her outfit. Because I, for as much as I love Amaya, I just don't draw her because it's just so fucking annoying. Then there's Liera, who I still use, and I mentioned her early on one of the art dumps, but she's a sand mage, and she's tied into the story. She runs into Ailey and everything, and she travels with Ailey. Originally, she was going to be mute and communicate through sign language, and I'm still kind of sitting on that if that's what I want her to do, because I feel like that would be really neat to kind of just have a character like that. But I would also, I mean, it's probably good to just learn sign language in general, so I just have to look into that more because I like to know more about stuff before I actually write characters like that. So here's Seraph. She's part of the band of Farah and Kiara. She's a Pegasus rider. Pretty much you get what you see. Then there's Tama. Tama used to look like that. Very different. There's Tama and old Eiley / Choco. Then she upgraded to a design not more recently. I want to say that was probably like, I'm scrolling through my art page now. Actually, was it more recently? Was that a 2018 redesign? Holy shit, if it was, legend. No. Is it even older than that? It was several years ago because I was redesigning my characters during a hurricane yet again. So, yeah, that was 2017. So, she got upgraded in 2017, same time as Amaya, because I was upgrading that because I wanted to work on a video game with them, but they're kind of put on the back burner because if I did anything with them, I'd want to make a webcomic, but I want to improve before I even attempt that, which I need to improve at writing too, and world building and all of that, so I have a lot to work on and learn about. I also very lovingly named her Fartface McGee. Also, that's Sybil, her Fire Phoenix. He used to look like that, and now he's kind of blue, but I think he's either... I wanted to make him an ice bird. I still call it an ice phoenix, but there's probably a better term for that. But also, blue fire would be really fucking cool. She's just living her life, and that's Sybil because he shapeshifts, not shapeshifts. She's a summoner, so he absorbs some of her energy. He gets bigger. I think there's an even bigger form than this I want to make, but my designs aren't quite there yet with birds because I need to do some bird studies and monster studies and stuff like that. And then there's Vala. She used to look like that. She looks like that now. I don't like it, so she's going to be upgraded again soon. It's just kind of off for me. I've never really been too good at designing archers, so I need to work on that. And then here's the holy grail of my Fire Emblem OCs, my current obsession. This is an old faked beach trip of my old 3 Awakening files, which was Allura, Naiva, and then Lyrica. I don't use Lyrica anymore because I don't like her name, but she's still my main Fire Emblem Awakening file. There's Allura. She's married to Rickon, Pegasus Rider, Falcon Knight. What are they called? I don't remember what they're called in Awakening. There's Apollo. He's my Conquest OC. I'm still working on playing his game. He's gonna marry Charlotte, so he doesn't have any art. There's Asteria. She's gonna marry Laszlo. She doesn't have any art because I haven't finished hers. There's Aurelia, my first Birthright playthrough in a long time character, and she's married to Shigure, but non-canonically because I just wanted to unlock the support conversations. She's friends with them, but she really wants to marry Selkie. But Instas said, gay baby jail for you, only marry Rajat, so I didn't. Then here's Alicia, my most recent playthrough. Or at least most recent video playthrough. There's her page. I haven't really done too much. This is Emery. She's a Birthright character, gonna marry Ryoma. This is Hestia, one of my Fire Emblem Awakening MUs. She doesn't really do anything yet. I don't know who I'm gonna marry her to. I haven't really played her yet. Then there's Naiva. She's a sniper, married to Henry. There's Nomi, which is, I guess, the one that I've latched onto my favorite, just because I drew this before I started playing Fire Emblem Fates again, because I wanted to make an OC for Fire Emblem, because I just saw so many people having them, and I wanted one. So I designed her in the adventurer's outfit and everything, and then it got me to actually play Fire Emblem Fates again, so she's got some things going for her. There's her and Leo slow dancing in a castle. How lovely. And then there's Nomi, again, just tiny. There's Aurelia, one of my Awakening MUs who I haven't done anything with. There's Primrose. Her story hasn't been finished, but she's going to marry Takumi. This is just a page full of references that I saved with everything due, so I kind of know. Those are the sci-files, and this is Varia, one of my Awakening MUs. I don't remember who she was going to marry. And then this is just a random, I just wanted to draw lesbians, and I love Shersh, so. Then there's my Holy Grail of Kimono Mimis. This is probably the OCs I draw the most because they kind of have a story, but I don't think I'm ever going to do anything with them. It's kind of mostly just revolved around my mascot, Rosie, but I don't know if I want her to be my mascot anymore. Like, she's a good character, but I don't feel like she represents me anymore. But she's definitely one of my favorite OCs because I drew her. This was literally my initial design of her before I actually made her. And she just, how far she's come from this to this now is kind of like, it makes me want to cry sometimes because I'm just like so happy to grow up with my OCs and watch them change a little bit. But I've done a lot of art of Rosie over the years. Not even years. I think I've had her for a year and a couple of months now. I think I designed her October 2017. I want to say, I know I uploaded it to my scraps on DeviantArt, so let's see. October 28th, 2017, that was when she was born. So, yeah, and then there's Andra and Cassie. Andra was my Terra character that I used to play. Andromeda was my username because Andromeda was taken. And she was a sorceress and everything. And then she kind of just morphed into an OC I use now. And she's dating my other Terra character. There's Bia. She's my, like, Deer Fawn OC. Oops. I don't use her anymore. I don't really consider her active, but I still like her design. It's just I don't use her. There's Belle, whomst I love, but I also yet again don't really use her. It's Casey. For as much as I love Casey, I should draw her more. And then there's Cassie. She was my, like, priestess, cleric, whatever you want to call it. I don't remember what they call it in Terra, but she also used to have hearts on her cheeks, but I yoinked that and put that on Rosie, and I stopped drawing it on her. And I have a lot of art that I don't post too, but there's just Cassie. She exists. Here's Chiyu. She was originally Liera's partner, but she's kind of morphed into something else. She was supposed to be an assassin murderer, but I can't really convey that in art very well. So she doesn't look like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. She's kind of on hiatus right now. Then there's Milk. My good girl Milk, Rosie's girlfriend. And then this is Peyton. I've rebooted her as like a character. She used to be dating Daisy, my old character, but now I'm just making her, she has a band. Here's my unused folder, kind of like I don't really use them anymore, but they're old. This was Cassie and Andra before they became the new Cassie and Andra, but these were just, I went through a phase where I just only designed demon girls for a little bit, and here's the fruit of my efforts. And oh, I stopped using them because hold on. Let me just get right up in there. Very reminiscent of something. Yeah, somebody pointed that out to me and I just stopped using them. This is 12, one of my Android OCs, partner / enemy, companion, whatever, not partner as in dating, but like partner as in working. 12 and Sarah androids. I think I might reboot them, redesign them for Cassandra's story, because I feel like they would fit in for that if I give them re-updated looks. This is Alice, one of my old girls. She was dating Jay. I don't really use her anymore, and I don't really plan on rebooting Jay and Alice. So this is Arya, one of my demon girls. I originally was going to keep her as a new OC, but I just don't know what I would do with her. And there's Tethys. I'll get over to Tethys in a little bit. Yeah, so there's just Arya. There's Kara. She was going to be my vampire OC. Don't think I'll ever use her. She's just kind of a one-off design. Then here's Sarah. It's spelled that way because it stands for Cybernetically Enhanced Robotic Anomaly, which I can never tell anybody because I don't talk about my fucking OCs, but love them. Oh my god, I have to leave for therapy in literally like 30 minutes, so I gotta hurry this up. Yeah, so Sarah originally was kind of like nervous android. She's kind of just like existing in the world and nobody wants to accept her, and then she fucking turned into a bloodthirsty I want to take over everything in the world kind of thing. And yet again, I would like to point out the dark colors, the red blood. I am very edgy. But yeah, so she kind of morphed into that, and then I designed 12 in to give her some challenge, I guess. But then I kind of ended up making them work together, and yeah, it's just, it is what it is. I think I might reboot them. I'm not sure. Here's Daisy. What a totally good painting. I've debated rebooting Daisy because I've rebooted Peyton, but I don't know if I'll go through with that. Here's Faye, a random one-off design for a fantasy thing. She doesn't really, not a fantasy thing, but just the concept of a fantasy world that would use her, but I keep designing characters with no purpose, so I don't really have a spot for her right now, but if a spot opens up, she will be dragged in there. But yeah, here's Jay. Edgy. Yeah. Here's Kami. She's dead. She's just dead. Here's Lupa, a character I designed one time for a project. I actually really hate her design, so she's on the back burner. This was going to be my mascot originally. It's pretty much just me as a cat, but she morphed into something else, and she was named Mimi. There's Mew, my ninja cat. No purpose at all, except I wanted to design a ninja cat. Here's Nikki. She was going to be, if I ever did Vocaloid covers on YouTube, which was never going to happen. So, really living. These are like personality cards I was making, but then I just got bored. This was my Ruby OC for a team of friends who had other OCs, and we had our own team, so I think our team was Quartz. QRTZ? Quartz? I don't remember how it was spelled, but because honestly I don't remember the names. But QR, I think, because I think her name was just Quartz. Who knows? This was Taz for a project that I was going to do that was kind of similar to Sword Art Online, so I didn't do it. This is Tethys and Thea. Demon of Balance, Demon of the Water, Libra Scale, no eyes, always covered, always ever seeing, cool galaxy hair, cool water hair, just there for an abandoned project. Not even an abandoned project, there wasn't really a project around it, but I wanted to craft a universe around them, but I didn't. This is Zara, Demon Girl, never really used. And then there's my Zodiacs. This is the project that I started to take on, but kind of gave up as I was going through. It's not given up. I'm just kind of on hiatus because I don't know what I would do with them. Originally, I was going to make them like the goddess deities, I think is what it's called, how it's pronounced, of the universe that like Tama, Ailey, and Amaya are in, but there's really no purpose for me to do that because there would be 13 of them, and I don't know how I would work that in. But this is Camille. I was originally going to test her out as that because I wanted her to be not complimentary, I don't know, but I tried her out to be like angel colored, didn't work. But this is Camille. That's her sister Pura. They're Gemini. She is mute. And she is blind. Yeah, I was gonna say. So they telepathically communicate and she can't see anything. She's her eyes. She can't say anything. She's her mouth. So yeah, this is Lilius? Lilius? I feel like I've been pronouncing it as Lilius in my head, but I'm not actually sure. I should learn the pronunciation. She's Libra, voice of reason, balance, whatever you want to call it. This is Arya, Aries. I love her. She's my favorite. I just fucking love her hair and her horns and just everything about her. Her outfit I actually am really happy with. There's a lot of cross motifs because I've been reading up on biblical symbols and stuff. I read about fallen angels and religious lore kind of for some reason because I've always been interested in it. I don't care about like believing in religion or anything. I'm agnostic. I don't think any of it is real, but I like the story that is crafted from biblical times. Whatever. This is Taurus. She never got a name because I didn't like the design. It was too basic, and eventually when I reboot the project, she will look different. So that's the OCs folder, and I think all I have left now to really show, because this is just thumbnails for my, like, all of my fucking character profiles I've been making on everything and whatnot, so those are not interesting. This is my video game I'm working on, which is a video game that I'm making about myself going on an adventure, because in reality I can't do that, and that is my one dream to do, and I will always get depressed over it every time I think about it. So why not craft a universe for me to feel better about it? So here's Miko, who has accidentally become my girlfriend wife, judging by how many times I've drawn her versus everybody else. And I am a character in my own game, and I'm not my favorite character. But yeah, so there's Miko. These were heads to use for the transparent things that I've done. There's like a shitty dumb meme of what it's like because Kit is pretty much the guardian, voice of reason, watching over everybody. I'm just fucking chaotic, sarcastic all the time. I don't really have any redeeming factors because she can summon darkness, she's got water talents, and I've just got my witty sense of humor, which I think is actually going to be a line in it. I don't know, my script is kind of like really in pieces and in progress now because I'm trying to world build for myself and gather up concepts and what I want to do and everything, and just working on it and learning how to use programs and stuff like RPG Maker, which is one of my major projects right now, but I've kind of put everything on the back burner to enjoy Fire Emblem temporarily because it's what I enjoy. Then there's Miko again, which this was purely fan service. Like, I genuinely cannot tell you how I've actually developed feelings for one of my OCs. Literally, like, it just came out of left field, and I was actually felt stuff for her. Not so much anymore because I've been working on other stuff, but she's definitely my favorite. These were two designs of fallen angels. I don't know if that's going to work with that. Seraphim, one of the angels involved. There's a tiny version of me. There's more Miko. There's my ref sheet. I'm cleric. Kit's ref sheet and archer. Well, not really ref sheet, but like the first design. There's Miko. She's a rogue. This was a sprite I was editing of myself. So yeah, it's kind of just... it's all over the place right now. There's a lot of different things going on, but that's how it be. I don't know, and then there's like a whips folder, but there's not really much going on here. It's just a random Magnemite I drew one time for no reason. This is kind of just like most recent whips. That was a redesign of Alicia, not using it. That was originally my Final Fantasy 15 OC self-insert thing. There she was again. I don't really know what I was doing with her. Rosie, Andra, Eiley, that's my Pokemon trainer, Sophie now, everything. So I think that's about it with my art. So if anybody watched this, thank you. I kind of just felt like I needed to talk about stuff because I don't talk about stuff. I get really embarrassed about my art and my stories, but I feel like I have so much that I want to share. So thank you for watching this. I really want to get better at it, and I want to be able to finish a project and be proud of it and have things done. So I really hope people can enjoy that, I guess. I don't know. I just want to make content that people can enjoy, even if it's just like a stupid video game about myself. But it's something I'm passionate about, and it's one of the reasons why I want to go into video game design, because I feel like I owe my life to RPG games. I actually think I'm losing my voice. But I owe my life to RPG games, TBH, because I love being able to just project myself onto another character and live that life. I think I genuinely am losing my voice. Holy shit. Oh my god. How long did I talk for? I don't know. Okay, so I can't talk much anymore because I literally have to go to therapy and talk for an hour. So I need to wait on that. But just thank you for watching this and letting me indulge in myself. I know it's not really important to that many people probably, but to me it means the world to be able to share stuff and have people listen, and I just really needed kind of like a distraction right now through like all the shit that's going on in my brain right now and everything. So just thank you.